America. Oh, before I show y'all me, let's get it.
He say, she say, we say, I say, hearing out them points of views when I see it my way. Yes it goes, yes it knows, maybe so's, probably not. Shoulds and coulds, do's and don'ts, your wills and won'ts is how you rock. Politicians and religions, on your house or are you renting? Is you married? Is you single? Meta interest when you mingle, turn out to be someone you into. So how long before the bed get wrinkled? Children when they tripping, is it time out or do you whip them? Opinions and decisions, hunches, intuitions, may or may not get it, cause people's experience different. Check the prejudice at the door. Speak the time you give the flow. Tell the truth if it's sweet or sour, cause the hour we spitting that fire.
That's right. This the hour we spitting fire. Damn it. What's going on, y'all? Ooh, y'all, let me tell y'all something. When I got off earlier today, I went and did some shopping. Y'all, I spent way too much money. I spent way too much money. I really did. I spent way too much money. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to give me a hustle or something. I'm too old. I'm too old to be selling some stuff. I'm you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I ain't got the body I used to have. Listen, Laquita, Callie, Smooth, J, Kitty, Nurse Petty, Tay, Carla, Stephanie, Bree, Tiffany. Ooh, wee, lady, y'all up in here, y'all up in here, y'all up in here. That's what I'm talking about. Coming on up in here. We got some stuff to talk about. Tamika Star, what's going on with you? We got some stuff to talk about tonight. Okay, we got some stuff to talk about tonight. And we gonna talk about it because it got to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, and in between time, okay, in the meantime, between time, hey, good night, America. Good night. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Do y'all know when I put my hand on my head and my head tilted to the side, I mean business? Y'all know they still talking about the debt ceiling. They still talking about the debt ceiling. Now, if they the government, I never paid attention to government when I was in school. I sure didn't. Government and econ, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't like it. And I was always skipping those classes and was cheating to get a better grade. Yeah, I did that. That was me. I did that. Don't be judging me because y'all asses did that too. I went to school with some of y'all out there and y'all was doing that shit too. We was hanging together, so don't goddamn judge me. You was with me, goddamn it. Don't judge me. I was skipping government and econ. We like, you got econ 4th hour? Yeah, I got econ. I ain't going there. Let's go hang out in the lunchroom. And I did that. So, what my mama gonna do? Zena ain't gonna whoop my ass now. You too late finding that out, Zena. Anyway, they talking about the debt ceiling. Okay? Now, look, y'all. I am tired and sick and tired of them talking about this debt ceiling. Okay? Because they can't make up their mind about what they want to borrow, what they want to reach. If some people say some senators say they're going to veto some shit and they don't know how much they want to borrow and if they should and they want to raise it to $480 billion. And well, if it's billions of dollars and y'all got the Amazon man giving away $100 million last month, why the hell y'all don't just ask his ass for some money? He got it. I'm just saying he got it. Then they talk about who gonna be responsible for to repay the debt back when they want to ask to borrow more money. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at who gonna pay it back. I'm looking at all y'all right now, America. I'm looking at all y'all. Yep, including my black ass. We gonna be the ones to pay it back. So no, they gonna try to tap into Social Security. Hey, if y'all is not on Social Security, y'all better get y'all Social Security. I don't give a damn if you broke a damn pinky nail. File for Social Security. Shit. You better file for your Social Security. Be like, hey, I'm handicapped. My toenail was not like that. They be like, ma'am, that's not a handicap. Yes, it is. Because when I was born, it was right. Now it's not. And anything that is not with the way it was when I was born is a defect. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I would file. I would file for that. He made $74 billion in a pandemic. Yeah. Because all they did was the PUA money that they was paying everybody, they gave it right to goddamn the Amazon man. I know because I was giving it to him. I was giving it to his ass. Amazon was here like every day, like 2 or 3 times a day. Like, shit. Amazon, I got to have this. I got to have that. Everybody's selling shit through Amazon. I mean, could you imagine if it was some... Hey, y'all, could y'all imagine if they legalized prostitution? They'd be selling that shit through Amazon. Hey, girl, I'm going to need you to pull up to this house, go blow him, and then go to the next one and blow. Ooh, that makes some real good money. That makes some real money then. Ooh, that makes some money. I'm just trying to tell you, they make some money. Shit, if you can sell pussy through Amazon, boy, he'll be a trillionaire. I tell you the truth. Anyways, yeah, they talk about the debt ceiling, and they mad about it, and Biden, I don't even know if Biden know what the hell going on. I don't know if Biden understand about this debt ceiling. I think Biden is just the president that they put up there, and he just be like, you know, they talk about Trump talk with his hands. Biden just have his out like he just reaching for somebody to hold him. Just like, Biden, what the hell is that? What the hell is this? Let me show y'all Biden ass. Like, what the hell is all of that, Biden? Like, what you doing? Like, I'm just sick and tired. I'm just sick and tired of Biden looking like that. Like, you got to stop looking like this, Biden. You just got to stop looking like this. Let me see. Did they take him off? Because Biden got to do something about this debt ceiling. And they was like, well, let me see. Let me see. And then he just always have his mouth open. And this here, let me show y'all. What he always, I'm just going to show y'all this part of him. Because it just, I'm sick and tired of him looking like that. And I'm like, Biden, okay, you looking like you want somebody to pick you up, okay? Ain't nobody picking you up, dude. I know you up in age, but ain't nobody. This here, Biden, this here, with your hands out like that, I'm sick of it. Y'all was talking about Trump talking with his hands. These motherfuckers talk with their hands so damn much. Like, what the hell is going on? Is you reaching for a hug? You want a hug? What the hell is all of that? Every time I look at this man, he looking like this. You know what I'm saying? He looking like this. If I was in front of you, that's about how wide I am. I'd probably be like, give him a hug. He can be, I would just hug his ass. If I was a news reporter, I'd put down my notebook and I'd go up there and I just give him a hug. Because that's what I be thinking he want. It's a damn hug. That's all. I just give him a hug. My big old ass be up there, give him a hug and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I probably whisper in his ear, tell him, don't feel on my booty. You know what I'm saying? I do some shit like that. I be like, don't feel my booty. Don't you touch my butt. That's what I tell him. Don't touch my butt. I know you want to, but don't do it. I'm just saying. Hey, look, don't get mad at me. I'm just saying, look, they got to do something about this debt. Okay? He like, look, it ain't coming out of my account. I'm not going to pay for this shit. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. When I was vice president, this was Obama's job. I was just learning what the fuck to do. I don't know shit. Loan out as much as you want. Let the taxpayers worry about it. Hey, gays got rights to borrow. That's probably what he goddamn figured. He probably feel like the debt ceiling is about the LGBT, that his ass was torn, and like, yeah, let them borrow as much as they want. They gay, they got rights. Just let them borrow. And that was him. That was probably him talking about, that was probably him talking about that. And I don't understand. Like, I understand, I don't know. But, he for them gay folks and stuff like that and all that kind of stuff. But in the meantime, between time, right, since we talking about it, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let's bring this.
A lot of the LGBTQ community doesn't know the baby's history. He's a wild guy. He once shot a and killed him in Walmart. Oh, this is true. Google it. The baby shot and killed a in Walmart in North Carolina. Nothing bad happened to his career. Do you see where I'm going with this? In our country, you can shoot and kill a but you better not hurt a gay person's feelings.
And see, that's all Biden was talking about. Like, he on that same, he like, look, let the gays borrow what they want. Let the debt go to the ceiling. That's probably what he think this mean. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And they want to take Dave Chappelle off the air as usual. And I don't know why the gays love Dave Chappelle until he get on stage and open his mouth. Like, y'all love him. We love him. Everybody love him. But y'all know he gonna light y'all asses up. And see, one thing about the LGBTQ community, y'all asses cannot take a gay joke. We have been suffering some black jokes. We have been going through the black face. We have been doing everything, the N-word and everything. When it come to y'all motherfucking asses, y'all can't take shit. And y'all behind these men getting locked up, siding with these feminine groups. Y'all, man, sometimes, and not your lifestyle, but the organization and the community itself, ooh, y'all some sensitive ass people. Good God Almighty, shit, y'all sensitive. You part of the protected class now. You got to get that. You got to get that. You gonna get that lashing too. You're gonna get talked about too. Welcome to your rights. Okay. Now, let's sit up here and talk about some things, right? Because, the debt ceiling, I just don't understand. I don't understand why everything, the Republicans don't want it, the Democrats want it, the Democrats don't want it, the Republicans want it, the Senate want to block it and veto. It's just, oh, Lord Jesus. I just don't understand. I mean, it's comedy, but the LGBT community don't find it comedy. And he's telling the truth. That's the point about it. They took down Bill Cosby with the help of the feminist movement called Me Too Times Up. They took down R. Kelly with the help of these black girls who want money and promised them a career in exchange, okay? And with the LGBT Times Up, the LGBT community fund all these other feminine organizations, you guys. They are behind it. And yet, when he said that the baby shot a nigga in Walmart, which we all know, killed a nigga in Walmart, which we all know, and then as soon as he say something on stage a few months back about the gays, his career is over. Just like that. That is something. They hate that. That's the truth. They gonna always hate Dave Chappelle. He was one of those ones, the gay LGBT community, that you guys couldn't pay to wear a dress. You paid all these other athletes to wear your dress. You know, you paid all these other, and when I say the community, I mean the big shots in the community. I don't mean every rights and all this, and I mean the big shots. You know, wearing y'all handbags and y'all dresses, y'all couldn't pay him. He walked away from a $50 million deal from wearing a dress on HBO because he was not going to wear a dress. He just the man. Now, I mean, that is a real traditional heterosexual man. And they are some still left that is not going to sell their masculinity. And he's one of them that's not selling his masculinity. LGBTQ, IA, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he's not going to sell it. And when he got this $60 million Netflix deal to do stand-up, well, here's the thing. He's going to come at you guys' neck. And it's either you learn to laugh at yourself or you going to be a mad ass forever. Because they want to take it off the last time when he did Sticks and Stones. I don't understand. I don't understand this. But that Dave Chappelle is not the one to be, he's not going to stop. He's not going to tell you, you're not going to tell him what he can and can't say. And that's one thing I like about it, because he give the middle finger to the cancel culture. They want to take it off Netflix. I want to take off. He's not giving in to the cancel culture. Too many people like his comedy. It's the truth. It's the truth. They like his damn comedy. And now, his ass is out here. He finna eat their asses up. Yes, he is. He finna eat them up. All right. So, that is about Dave Chappelle biting with his gay agenda. And speaking of that, we talked about Dave Chappelle with Biden and his LGBT tour that he was doing when he first got in office, right? That's what Biden was doing, all right? Let's move along, okay? Let's move along. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, I know what we got. She will be 40 this year. Looks stunning. Okay? Some people don't like Beyonce, but I do. Make sure y'all hit that like button coming on in. Make sure y'all hit that like button coming on in. Thank y'all so very much. It appreciated. I appreciate it. I appreciate every like button you get. Even the haters. Where my haters at? Y'all late today. Please make sure y'all hit the like button. Thank you. But look at Beyonce, y'all. Now look at Miss Beyonce. Go on, let me say. Go on, girl. Go, girl, with your bad self. You go, girl. I'm not mad at you. Beyonce making these young ones look bad. I'm telling you, the Cardi B's and them other ones, he making y'all look bad. Y'all went up here and put that goddamn balloon in your butt. Y'all put them rocks in your titties. Y'all done sucked the stomach in and put them waist crunchers too tight and took out a rib and all kind of stuff y'all done did. But Beyonce just did a little nip tuck here and there, but she did it tasteful and look good. Y'all know that's Beyonce hair. Do you guys know that that is her hair? Her hair is long just like that. That is her hair. And I'm telling you guys, that looks stunning. That looks so stunning. Okay, and then let's look at some more pictures of Beyonce, okay? Oh, this is up close. Oh, look at that. Yes, that's right. 40 will be 40. Miss Beyonce will be 40, making a fool out of these young ones. These Megan Thee Stallions and all this and that, and then she just let them know she still got it. Beyonce looked the same as she did when she came out. She looked the same as she did when she came out. I guess I ain't gonna say black don't crack, but when you got the money, you sure can patch that shit up well. All right, look at that so up close, like in the hallway. Go ahead on, Beyonce. I do like Beyonce music. I love I love. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. I love Formation. I love that song. Let's get in Formation. I really do. I like that song. I really do. I like a lot of other songs, but that's one of my favorites. She does look stunning. Yes, she does look stunning. And that there is, woo, that is key. That is key right there. So I'm not mad she'll be 40 years old. This was, I think they were in London and they was doing a new movie, okay? Let me see if I can remember what they were in London for. So let me see. Yeah, they a new movie that her husband, film festival, okay? They was at a film festival, and let me see. Okay, it says Beyonce honored London Film Festival with her presence last night, and of course shared her own photo shoot of her red carpet look, okay? Bey devoted 3 Griggs posts, okay, to the curve-hugging, asymmetric Veldrin Sahara black column gown she wore at the event. Beyonce included shots of her and Jay-Z in a car together in the evening of her posing like pro in the classy look. All right, and she did. She sure did. She was looking good. Beyonce big premiere last night came after the singer shared written note to her fans thanking them for her 40th wishes and reflect on how the new decade already been for her, okay? So she's, hey, you know what? She's gonna be big 4-0. This is her 40th year, y'all, and this is a new decade, and she thanked her friends, fans, and everything else. We thank you. It seemed like it's been a long time. Beyonce been in the game, 21, 22 years now? Because I know she was a teenager. Woo-wee, time flies. If Aaliyah, the beautiful Aaliyah, was alive, she would be, 42? They was like a year or two apart. Oh, my God. She does look stunning. So I'm not hating on her. Hey, Beyonce, keep giving it to us, honey. Keep giving it to us. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Okay, but we got to get you up off of here. We got to get you up off of here because I'm trying to tell you. So we got to go on and talk about some things, right? So y'all ready? Are we gonna read some more of the transcript tonight? Are we gonna read some more of the transcript tonight? Hey, how you do, Blue Steel? Shaniqua, how y'all doing? Welcome, coming on in. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Thank you so very much. I'm glad if you're new, please thank you for coming in to Spittinfire. That is me. I am your girl, okay? And y'all want to make sure, let me see. Let me put in the petition, okay? Because for those of you who don't know, there is a petition out there. There are several petitions that I have started. And one, when it came to the R. Kelly situation, the parents should be arrested as well. I put in a petition. The girl, during trial, okay? She testified that her mama pretended to be her, wanted her to get some nude photos with R. Kelly. She should be arrested too. The link is in the description. Make sure you guys go sign that petition, because if you're going to say that you're supposed to be advocating for young black girls and, in trafficking and all that, you just can't get him. If mama behind it, she was on the stand. She said that under oath. I've been reading the transcript from the defense. She testified to that under oath. We need to make sure she get arrested as well. You're not going to just take down R. Kelly and not take down everybody responsible, okay? So you say. So, because I don't believe he had a fair trial, right? So, therefore, you make sure y'all hit that link, okay? And you can hit that link right there. I'm going to post it again. Okay, let me see if I can pin it. Okay, I think I pinned it. Yeah, I think I pinned it. There you go. It's pinned right there at the top. So you can hit that that petition. Okay, there's some other petitions out there as well, but this one we need to make sure it gets to 1,000. We at 700. Okay, so we need to make sure it gets to 1,000 and make sure you share them. Okay, put it on all your social media. Tell them it's good. Okay, good night. How you doing? Big One Chains Music. What's going on? Good night. Good night. Good night. Make sure y'all hit that like button coming on in. Thank you so very much, and make sure y'all sign the petition. All right, so. Are we going to read it? Let's see. Let's see what it is that we left off at. Y'all remember where we left off at? Do you guys remember where we left off at? I think I remember where we left off at. I'm not for sure. I should have wrote it down. And I didn't write it down, y'all. Ooh. I didn't write it down. I did not write it down. I did not write it down. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna look. Okay. Now I'm up on the transcript. I think we started off at 11:07. No, let me see. Okay, I think I know it if I see it. Okay, we read about the picnics together. Oh, because remember we left off and and the prosecutor asked her, that R. Kelly was giving them good night. R. Kelly was giving them $10,000 a piece. Okay, giving them $10,000 a piece. Remember that. All right. So, okay. Okay, I think it was 11:39. So we're going to start back up on 12. So we're going to start back up on 12. Hi, everybody coming on in. Make sure y'all hit the like buttons. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to start on 12. Q is R. Kelly's attorney. A is her response. Okay, so the attorney asks, Q asks, now, I asked you earlier this morning during the interview with the government whether or not you told the government that your mother told you to take as many pictures as you possibly could of you and Mr. Kelly together, and to include crazy face, one's kissing because you felt that your mother wanted to exploit Mr. Kelly to the media and take advantage of his finances. Okay, and then the government objected. The form, they made him re-ask the question, and then he re-asked the question, and he asked the question again. Isn't it a fact that you told the government during one of your sessions with them? Now, this is R. Kelly's attorney asking Jane Doe number 5 these questions, and this is under oath. Okay, this is the defense cross-examination I'm reading to you guys because the media only gave y'all one-sided. She said, isn't it a fact that you told the government during one of your sessions with them that your mother told you to take as many pictures of you and Mr. Kelly together? She responded, yes. Now, mom was talking to Gayle King like she didn't know shit about R. Kelly. And then she tried to work business with him and he refused, and that was it. She act like she didn't know nothing about, like she just had to find out about R. Kelly and her daughter. She been knew. And y'all don't want to sign that petition? Even if you thought R. Kelly was guilty, y'all got to sign that petition. Hearing what I'm hearing, this is not nothing of 10 years ago. This is transcript of 2021. Okay. And then he said, isn't it a fact also that you told the government that she said to you, request to you to include crazy face, one kissing? Isn't that a fact? I don't recall that. No. Well, I'm going to show you this document and see if it reflects your recollection. Then the government said, what number? And then R. Kelly attorney Canning said 4, page 6. And then Q asked her a question again. He said, directing your attention to the highlighted portion at the bottom. So he's showing her where he wanted her to focus on the document. She said, okay. He said, have you reviewed it? She said, yes. Then Q went on to ask her, did it refresh your recollection? A went on and said it does. Then Q said that your mother wanted you to take these pictures, as many of them as possible, including the ones that you were kissing. And she said, yes. Okay. And then she said, I still don't, blah, 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 blah. And then he said, I didn't ask you, okay, I didn't ask you what you think. I asked you, does it, blah, 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 blah. And then she said, I still don't recall it. So she said yes. Then she said, I don't think. Then she said she still don't recall it. Then he went on to say, oh, you don't recall it. And then she said, yeah, no. So she acted like she was confused at that point, okay? But she knew what the fuck she was saying. She just realized that she got caught saying what she was saying because she implemented her mother. Okay, so now R. Kelly on trial at this point. This was just a few weeks ago before the sentencing. So now I got a petition up to put the mother arrested, okay? Because she's part of it too. Now, it doesn't matter if you just want him. The fact that she was under oath and she swore to tell the truth and she put her hand on the Bible and she said it, thank you very much. You need to be arrested as well, ma'am. You went on Gayle King and everything else and acted as if you knew nothing of this shit, and you did. You knew more than what you told the world and the government and Gayle King and CNN and CBS and everybody else. So we want your ass in jail because we care about youngsters too. All right. So please make sure you sign the petition. The link is pinned to the top. All right. So it says 25. You were there at the meeting with the government, correct? She said, I was, yes. She said, and you testified earlier they took notes. Am I correct? And she said, yes. And he asked her, you saw them writing. Am I correct? She said, yes, I did. And he said, and now I asked you earlier whether you met with the government in preparation of giving testimony to the jury. Do you remember me asking that? She said, yes. And you told me that you did a number of times. Am I correct? She said, yes, sir. During the prep session, did the government, because he asking her about the government prepping her for trial, you know. So the government is prepping her on what to say for trial, okay? So for the questions that they think he may ask her. So this is cross-examination. This is R. Kelly attorneys cross-examining her. And so I'm reading the questions, I'm giving you her answers. She implemented and she said that her mother, okay, her mother told her to get as many photos of R. Kelly with her as she possibly could. She did not tell the world that. So you told your daughter to get pictures with a grown man in a compromising position. So you put her out there to be with a grown man knowing that she was underage. But that didn't come after the fact that you pretended to be her and you told him she was 18. And she told him she was 18. Okay? So, you guys better start wising up. You guys better start getting upset, because not the fact that it's just R. Kelly, but if you are average working person, an average person, and not a celebrity, you don't stand a chance in hell. So when your celebrities go down, you better care. Because that only setting precedents to get your ass more so. See, they resurrected the Mann Act to get a whole lot of you so that your ass can be in prison. So Q went on to ask, during the prep session, did the government and you go over questions that you would likely be asked on cross-examination? She said, we did, yes. And he said, you did. And then he said, so the government prepped you for the questions that they thought you were going to be asked in cross-examination, am I correct? She said, yes. And she said, and this was one of the questions, am I correct? She said, yes. And the government showed you this document, am I correct? No, I never saw any documents. He said, but this is one of the questions. She said, yes. Now, at the meeting, didn't you tell the government that you felt that your mother wanted this to be done so that she could exploit Mr. Kelly to the media? I don't recall that. That's, in fact, the document you just read. Am I correct? She said, it is, yes. So what I'm explaining to you is this. They asking her questions that she was prepared by the government, which is the prosecution. And he's asking her, he's telling her, so they did go over questions with you and to prepare you for today's questions. And she said, yes. And they asked you, they said that these are the questions that I'm asking you, maybe some of the questions you're going to be asked. And she said, yes. And he said, okay, well, nobody in that room but the government and you. And she said, yes. And he said, so what, nobody else in there? She said, no. So he's saying, so when they was writing down what you were saying, you knew that they were doing that. She was like, yes, right? I'm telling y'all what I just read to you. And then she said, now, you said some of the things you said that, okay, you didn't never see no documents, but this is what you said. She said, yes. Okay, so then he said, that's in the document you just read. Am I correct? She said, it is, yes. Okay, that you told the government that your mother wanted you to get more pictures with Mr. Kelly so she can exploit him to the media. Now, he got the copy of that and he's giving it to her, you guys. Wasn't nobody in the room but her and the government. Nobody can make this shit up. Just like when people come over here and get mad at me for reading this transcript and they support these girls. I did not tell them what to say. I'm only reading what they said on the stand. And people used to get mad at us. This man was railroaded, y'all. And then she went on and said, and she wanted to exploit him because, according to you, because you were only 17. And she said, that's what's said in the document. Yes. That's what's said in the document. They only wrote down what you said. You're the one said it. She was the one said this, you guys. She was the one who said this. So she told us that was in the document. They only put in the document what your ass said. You told that to the government. You did. And yet, we got to sit up here and still fight for this damn man because of the people out there, the naysayers and the Claudia Jordans and all these other people. These bitter ass women. Y'all some bitter ass women out here. Good God. Y'all wasn't raised like wolves like me. Okay. And he went on to ask her, he said, and she wanted to exploit him because according to you, you was only 17. She said, that's in the document. Okay, let me go ahead. And he said, and basically you were only person in the room giving information to the government. And then the government said objection. And of course she said sustained. Because she knew where they was getting at. This is the judge, y'all. This Me Too judge. Oh, I can't wait till this shit get overturned. Her ass need to be under the jail. So they were getting information from you. She said, correct. So if they were getting information for you, why is you acting like you don't know what was said in the document? You knew what was said in the document because they got the information from you. You said it. Duh. Yeah, women on Fox Soul are all men haters. They're all men haters. They're some bitter all men haters. Don't take responsibility for their lack of picking ass men. All the no good motherfuckers I goddamn dated, I knew they wasn't no good. But I also knew that I picked the motherfuckers. So I had to do some self-searching, some soul-searching, and some reflection and some changing on my behalf about picking the wrong motherfucker. Ain't no need of me going out here on a man bashing spree and all men are liars when you keep picking them motherfuckers. You keep picking them. It's about accountability. Like, damn, I got to change the way and who I pick. Because it may not be good for you. When you keep picking the wrong motherfucking man, you need to look in the mirror. Because the common denominator of all wrong picked men is your ass. And I had to have some reflection on that, y'all. I'm going to be honest with you. When I kept picking the wrong goddamn man, I said, wait a minute. It was me. It was my ass. Life lesson learned. Nobody can make me do nothing. If I don't like something, you have the power to change it. You have the power to get rid of it. Ain't no need of bashing your ass because you was a dirty motherfucker when I met you. You just put on a facade for me to sit up there and keep courting you. Then you showed your true colors. But there were warning signs at the beginning I may have ignored. When you ignore those warning signs, that's your problem because you had them multiple times in different people. Let's move on. Accountability. That's what I'm talking. Okay, so then he went on to say, and you testified early this morning and you told us that when you were at those meetings, you saw documents. Am I correct? She said yes. And you're telling us now that this is not one of the documents you saw. I never saw any notes that were taken. What's wrong with this child? Jurors, jury, however you pronounce the shit, you did this shit. You stupid motherfuckers, all 12 of y'all dumb motherfuckers did this shit. This the shit y'all missed. Trying to sit up there and make your community happy. Trying to make your community happy. Fuck the community. Them bitches lying and you need to tell the community, but ain't nobody like Spittinfire. Like in my community, they wouldn't dare say he need to go to jail. I'd be like, them bitches lie. And I wish y'all would say something else to me. And they'll be like, you know how you look at your kids when they're out of order? You look at them like that. And then they just sit down like this because they know that ass whooping coming. That's how I do the community. Which one want to take this ass whooping? This matrix ass whooping. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I mean, the thing of it is, I just don't think that he should have went to trial right now. I don't think, Super Chopper, you had to come out the bushes on that, didn't you? I shook them bushes and got y'all out the bushes on that one. Make sure y'all hit that like button coming on the end. Thank you very much. I made sure y'all came out the bushes on that one. Nurse, what's going on? I'm going to need a nurse. We all going to need a nurse in a minute after reading Azrael's testimony. Okay. So she said, I never saw any notes. He said, no, not notes. She said, I've never seen any documents like that before. So he said, now I want to go back. I asked you earlier this morning about your dress when you went to Dolphin to the audition with Mr. Kelly. And you told us you wore skinny jeans and a mesh blouse or a crop top. She said, yes. I asked you, isn't it the fact that you were just going from getting your weightlifting class and you were sweaty? She said, that is not true. He said, okay. Now again, you were debriefed by the government. Am I correct? She said, I was, yes. And he said, and you were the only person giving the government information at the time you were in the room about your visiting with Mr. Kelly to audition at the Dolphin. Am I correct? So again, you said this shit to the government. See, here's the thing. When she went to the government last year, she forgot what she said. You see what I'm saying? So he's showing her what she said. People forget what they say. She said, correct. He said, isn't it the fact that he said, isn't it a fact that you told Mr. Kelly that you told the government sorry that the date you first met with Mr. Kelly at the Dolphin, it was after school? That's what you told them, right? She said it was, yes. He said, and you went on to tell them that you had been weightlifting and was sweaty. She said that's not accurate. He said, didn't you tell them that? She said, what? What are you asking me? Can you rephrase it? He said, didn't you tell the government that on the date that you went to visit Mr. Kelly at the Dolphin Hotel, you had been weightlifting at school and you were sweaty? She said, I don't recall. She said that this is what she said. She don't recall. All that. Now, this was about a half a paragraph I just read. She don't recall. I don't recall. I was in my crop top and my skinny jeans and I don't recall. I don't recall me being sweaty. I don't recall. Wow. Just lie. Just lie. The man is in jail on these lies that they paid the jurors. And I'm not going to say alleged. The government did it just like they did when they had that man jump on R. Kelly. Okay. Well, these are the same government that put drugs in our community, and we trust them. In the 70s, they put heroin in our communities, and we trust them, and we give them our own black men. We give them to them like that, and we talk reckless about them like that. Used to be a time we wouldn't talk about another one in public. Now we just like, he gives. And I tell people all the time, don't say that in public. Don't say, even if you think it, don't say it in public. It's not good look for the community. They do it any damn way. Thinking it's cute, thinking they voicing their opinion. You fucking up your cultural obligation. Because you don't see them doing that about Weinstein. They don't say nothing else. You black people need to learn to shut the fuck up. Scrutiny ain't never worked for us. It only put your ass in jail to put your ass on the plantation. Stupid ass. All right. So let's read it some more. He said, did you tell the government that on the date? Okay, she said, I don't recall. Directing your attention to the bottom portion, the highlighted portion. See if that reflects your recollection. Thank you, nurse. Okay. And she said, yes, I'm sorry. I don't recall. So let me ask you, when you were there and being debriefed, was anyone at the table taking notes from you? Taking notes? She said, I don't remember. So now you don't remember if nobody, he said, but they were all in the room, right? She said, yes. So how you gonna say you don't remember nobody taking notes, but then you can say they all was in the room? So you don't know what the fuck they was doing in the room. This is what he in jail over. This what y'all did. Shut the fuck. Okay. Okay, now you testified before the grand jury in this case. Am I correct? She said, pardon? You testified before the grand jury in connection with this case. Am I correct? She said, correct. And you swore then, am I correct? I was. You were sworn in, am I correct? She said, I was, yes. You were sworn to tell the truth, just like you are here. You sworn when you came in here. Am I correct? She said, correct, yes. Do you remember telling the grand jury he continuously asked me over and over to be intimate with him? I told him that I just left school and I had gotten out of weightlifting practice. She said, I do recall saying that, yes. Y'all, Thank you, nurse. Y'all, this what y'all did. Did you new people? This is for you new people. I read some of this shit earlier. This is only for you naysayers and you new people. Because all of you new people was talking that bullshit about Mr. Kelly and R. Kelly or Robert Sylvester Kelly or whatever you address him as. Y'all need to be mad. She was on Gayle King. Y'all talking about y'all believe this heifer and all that shit. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Yes, lie. This man in jail over a damn lie. Make sure y'all hit that petition to arrest her mother. She gonna learn to stop lying. You're not gonna be putting my men, whether they white or black, you're not gonna be putting my men in jail over these lies. Because if she can get away with it with R. Kelly, y'all average men don't have to stand a chance. And don't let nobody tell all y'all that all y'all rapists. All y'all ain't rapists. Some of them goddamn women be shit attacking y'all. Hell. What the hell? Let's move along. So he said, so in the grand jury, you swore that you had gotten, okay, she said correct. So Getty said objection. Of course it was sustained. Of course. And then she requested that the prosecutor get a sidebar. She said, I don't think there's inconsistency. I think the testimony on direct was that what she told the defendant. I think she said that. That's what actually happened. That's my recollection. You're probably right, Your Honor. See, he was pacifying Your Honor. He should have argued with Your Honor. Fuck Judge Donnelly, her damn Me Too ass. I would have gave that bitch hell and high water. All right. So then he went and said, now you testified yesterday and you told the jury that although you had sexual encounter with Mr. Kelly, the first time there were actually intercourse was at a trip to Stockton. She said, yes. Now, when you met with the government to discuss the case, that was back in 2019. Am I correct? She said, yes. And that was closer in time to she said, sorry. What year did you say? He said 2019 when you first met with the government. She said, no, I don't think, no. And he said, was it in January of 2020? She said, yes. So that was closer in time to the allegation that today, am I correct? She said, can you rephrase that? He said, when you first spoke with the government about supposed intercourse, that was in 2020. She said, yes. And then he went on to ask her, he said, and the incident according to you occurred in 2015. She said, correct. Okay. And today you're in actual 2021, right? She said, correct. Now, when you spoke with the government, didn't you tell them that the first time you had intercourse or penetration, it was in Los Angeles? I don't recall. You don't know when you first fucked R. Kelly. The biggest celebrity, one of the biggest celebrities of all times, you fucked him and you don't remember the encounter. Where it was at. What time? You not going to remember that. You may not remember all your sexcapades because now that you was his girlfriend on the regular. But you going to remember that first time. And you going to say you don't recall. You going to say you don't recall. These motherfucking jurors were paid off. I'm going to keep saying that shit until it sparked an outcry. Okay? Somebody got to start getting mad about this shit. Well, let's refresh your recollection. You reviewed it. And then she said, yes, I did. Is it in the fact that the first time you had, according to you, from what you told the government, that you told the government the first time you had actual intercourse with Mr. Kelly, it was in Los Angeles. The location is not accurate. The question to you, ma'am, isn't it a fact that you told the government that the first time you had sexual intercourse with Mr. Kelly was in Las Vegas? No, I did not say Las Vegas. Okay, again, if the government, they were these same people in the room, am I correct? Correct. So he's saying, okay, so now you saying all this ain't correct. Now, he's saying again, when you was in the room with the government telling them your statements, it wasn't nobody but you and them in that room. She said, correct. And they were taking notes, am I correct? She said, yes, sir. What's in the document, am I correct? Yes, sir. So, of course, the court interrupted. Now, before coming in here and giving testimony to this jury, you and the government went over where the first time occasion of having intercourse with Mr. Kelly occurred. Am I correct? Correct. You discussed that you went over Stockton versus Los Angeles. Am I correct? That's correct. Because someone realized that it didn't add up. Am I correct? She said no. And then the prosecutor, objection. Okay. Isn't it the fact that Mr. Kelly was not in Los Angeles until October of 2025? I don't recall. Let's see if this refresh your recollection. So when she said that she first fucked R. Kelly, that couldn't have been. So he showed proof that was not him. You was fucking. You probably was fucking somebody, but it wasn't him. I'm just saying. Oh, there go my hater. Thank you, hater. Finally got my one down. Y'all, you late today, hater. And I know who you is because I do it to you. Let's see. I'm going to ask you to direct your attention to these 3 pages. Am I handing you to you to see if that reflects your recollection? So the government wanted to see what she showed her. Then he said, again, looking at these 3 pages, see if it reflects your recollection as to when Mr. Kelly first appeared in Los Angeles in 2015. She said, okay, you read it? She said, yes. Does it refresh in your recollection as to when that, then he withdrawn? Does it refresh your recollection that the first time Mr. Kelly appeared in Las Vegas in 2015, it was the month of October? She said, yes, that is true. Now, yesterday and today, you told us about the police coming to the door when you and Mr. Kelly were in the Dolphin Hotel. And you told us about the fact that you were on top of him, and according to you, he was licking your butt. Okay? Now, how you on top and he licking your butt? Unless you got one of those asses that's like the exorcist's head that can turn around. How you just can turn your ass around and say, okay, open it up, lick it, and then turn your ass back to your back? Girl, this is exactly what she testified to, people. Listen, I'm going to read that again, and I want y'all to vision what was just said. Rob got it. She must have turned her ass around like the exorcist. She must have just turned her ass all around in the front, opened it up, he licked it, and then turned that motherfucker back. Because that don't make sense. Y'all, that don't make sense. Y'all nasty, but that don't. That don't make sense. I'm finna read that part again. Now, yesterday you told us about the police coming to the door when you and Mr. Kelly were in the Dolphin Hotel, and you told us about the fact that you were on top of him. And according to you, he was licking your butt. So I guess she must have been sitting on top of him and he was licking her butt. But the police didn't say his breath smelled like ass. I'm just saying. They was talking to him and he didn't say, oh boy, your breath smell like butt. I mean, he didn't say that. I'm just look, that's what I would have said. Damn, you just got through eating ass. Oh, your breath stink. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, And he said, and do you recall telling the government in one of those sessions that when you met Mr. Kelly, when you met up with Mr. Kelly at the Dolphin Hotel in Florida in his room, he masturbated in front of you while you were singing? I don't recall that. Now, yesterday, y'all heard me read this transcript where we was earlier today when we was laughing. She said, what? While she was singing, he was masturbating. That shit tickled the shit out of me earlier today. So she said, I don't recall that. See if this reflects your recollection. Which part? Right there. So he indicated to her, he said, having read that, does that refresh your recollection that you told the government that Mr. Kelly masturbated while you were singing? It's not. She said, it's not. He said, it does not. She said, but isn't it the document? Am I correct? She said, correct. And you saw them taking notes. Am I correct? She said, correct. And you were the only person telling them about this incident. Am I correct? She said, correct. You jurors did this shit. Y'all did this shit. You know what? I ain't gonna drink. I'm gonna drink some water now because I had a soda. I'm gonna drink some water. Because, whoo, the dragon needs water too, people. Jesus. I'm telling y'all, reading this stuff, I would, you know what? I probably would knock the shit out of her. I couldn't be, people say you should be a lawyer. No, I can't. Because if I have to cross-examine somebody like her, I would just get mad and backhand her. I would be in jail for physical assault because I would be like, bitch, like, you better quit playing with me. And I probably say some stuff like that and forget I was in court and shit and be in jail. I ain't got time. That girl ain't tricking me to the penitentiary. So it said, now you testified and told the juror earlier that Mr. Kelly did absolutely zero to help you further your musical career. And then, do you remember telling us that? She said, correct. Now, when you met with the government, you told them that there was a time that Mr. Kelly provide you 35 minutes to an hour of music-related interest. Do you remember telling them that? She said, I did, yes. And then you went on to tell the government that practicing was hard for you. Practicing music was hard for you. She said, I don't recall saying that. Then he said, you looked over it? She said, yes. Does it refresh your recollection that you told the government that practicing music was hard for you? And he said, no, I don't recall. So you don't recall what you said to them. Because ain't nobody took notes but the government and your ass. Wasn't nobody else in the room. Y'all believed her ass. That's you dumbass America. We over here already knew better. We got common goddamn sense. All you other bloggers, because you were raped or molested and all that, cloud your memory, go see a shrink. Because I'm giving you the truth. Does it refresh your recollection that you told the government that practicing music was hard for you? She said, no, I don't recall. He said, okay, but isn't it in the document? Am I correct? She said, correct. Of course, objection. She finally overruled some shit, okay? And then he said, now, do you recall telling the government further that Kelly told you that you were not pulling your weight as far as your music career is concerned? I don't recall that. Bottom portion right there. You read it? She said, yes, sir. Does it refresh your recollection that you told the government that Kelly told you that you weren't pulling your weight as far as your music career is concerned? I don't recall that. But it is in the document, right? Yes, it is. Now, you testified and told us earlier before lunch that Kelly did not celebrate holidays. So, okay, before we get to the holidays. So, you said he didn't help you with your career. He did try to help her with her career. He did try to help her with her career. She said it was too much work. She said it was hard work. So, she wasn't hungry for it. This is some crazy shit. y'all, America. You bloggers, naysayers, new people. This is for the new people. You new people, this is for you. Because I see some new people in here. Please hit the like button coming on in. Thank you, new people, for coming on in. Thank you, new people. I appreciate y'all coming on here. And please hit the like button coming on in. Thank you. Welcome to Spitfire and the Flames. Okay, we welcome you. Thank you. Okay, so he tried to help her with her career. She said, I don't recall. But ain't nobody said the shit but you, nigga. That's what I would have said. Y'all, could y'all imagine me being Canic? I'd have been like, I probably would have called her a bitch. I would have. I'd have been like, bitch, you said this shit, didn't you? That the judge would be like, Spittinfire, I'm holding you in contempt. I'd be like, fuck you too. Oh, that you in contempt. 1 week in lockup. Fuck you. 2 weeks in lockup. Fuck you. 3 weeks in lockup. I probably been a money like I'd been right next to R. Kelly. And they'd have been like, he'd be like, how you my damn lawyer and your ass in the cell with me? Cause I'm fighting. This is a time to kill, nigga. We get locked up together around this motherfucker. I'm down with the cause around this bitch. That's how it would have been. I'd have been dedicated. Anyway, let me stop. Anyway, I'd have been locked up right along with you. Like, come on. Like, how the hell you my attorney and you getting locked up? Cause that bitch lying. And if she keep lying, I'm gonna backhand her ass. And you need to arrest her mama. The bitch just said her mama put her up to doing some shit. And then I would have told R. Kelly, well, if her mama put her up to doing it and you was talking to the mama and the mama pretended to be her, you should have fucked her too. Shit. The fuck? I would have kept it buck. I would have kept it a buck. All right. So then, so I'm just telling her I would have kept it a buck. I'd have been like, you should have fucked her too. You should have told her, bitch, why you in the goddamn lobby gotten the police come down here? She talking about something, he wanted to lick my butt. I'd have been like, yeah. And your mama finna suck me off. Get your ass up here and get to working too. That's what I would have said, the pimp in me. Freeze taught me how to pimp, y'all. Freeze taught me how to pimp. Freeze. You know, Freeze is one of the best pimps in the game, I'm trying to tell you. That's my dude. Make sure y'all go over there and check out Freeze. He's one of the best pimps in the game. I'm telling you, pimping ain't easy. Pimping ain't easy. And the word of Ike Turner, you know what I'm saying? You's a sorry motherfucker, all right. Anyway, so then she said she don't recall, but it's in the document, right? She said, yes, it is. Now, you testified and told us earlier before lunch that Kelly did not celebrate holidays. Do you remember telling us that? She said, I said holidays were celebrated, delayed. Well, yesterday you testified and you told us that he did not celebrate holidays. Do you remember telling us that? And the objection overruled. Okay. And then she said, do you recall being asked a question or giving this answer? And then it was page 38. Answer, what, if anything, do you recall happened December 28th, 2015? Me and the defendant had gotten into an argument. Then the question was, and do you recall the nature of the argument? She said, yes, I do. And then she said, and then he said, what was it about? And then she said, he had expressed to me that he didn't celebrate holidays because he no longer had his family. Were you asked those questions and given that answer? She said, yes, correct. Okay, now, in the answer, you didn't say it was delayed. Am I correct? In the answer, I said he. And then he went on to say, and when you say he, you're talking about Mr. Kelly. Am I correct? She said, yes. I'd have been like, girl. I'd have been like, you know what, bitch? After trial, when it's over with, we leave for the day, I'm going to fuck your ass up in the parking lot. That's what I would have said. I would have said some shit like that. Y'all. If I was R. Kelly, I'd turn up like, I'm fucking you up in the parking lot. I would have snuck and said that off the record. I'd be like, I'm beating your I would have said that. And then the judge would be like, I can't hear you, your mic. And I'd be like, huh? And she'd be like, I can't hear you. What did you say to the witness? I'd be like, oh, nothing. I ain't say nothing. And then I'd be like, I'm fucking you up. I'm fucking your ass up. I would have said that. This is exactly why I'm not an attorney. Because, like, I would do shit like that. I'd be like, I'm telling you, Medea, I relate with Medea, for real. I'd be like, I'm beating your ass. You know what I'm saying? Your lying little ass, I'm going to fuck your little ass up. And then the judge be like, excuse me, what are you saying? Spittinfire, please put your microphone on. I'd be like, yes. And as I mentioned, they'd be like, Your Honor, she said she was going to fuck me up in the parking lot. I'm like, Your Honor, no, I did not. Remember, she have a song called Liar, Liar. And then I would have walked back. And I'd be like, I would have gave her that look in my eyes like, like you better go out with the damn bailiffs. You better have them walk your ass to the motherfucking car. Walk you to the car, bitch, because I'm beating your ass. I'm going to beat you with my briefcase. That's what I would say. I'd have been like a gangster lawyer, like the Lincoln lawyer. I'll be like, you know, except for in Detroit, we ride around in Cadillacs. I would be like the caddy lawyer, you know, have y'all seen the Lincoln lawyer with, you know what I'm saying, Matthew McConaughey? I'd have been like the caddy lawyer, you know what I'm saying? I've been and beat that bitch, you know, whatever. Anyway, gangster lawyer. That's all. I'd have been a gangster lawyer. That's all I'm saying. But then, let's go on. So he said, and then she said, am I correct? He said, and you told the jury that Mr. Kelly no longer celebrates holidays, correct? And she said, that's exactly what he told me. The question to you is not what you told the jury. Can you rephrase it? Isn't it a fact that you told the jury yesterday that he expressed to me that he didn't celebrate holidays because he no longer had his family? Then she said, he expressed to me. Yes. And he told you, the jury, this under oath yesterday, right? She said, yes. Now, Mr. Kelly celebrated Father's Day. Objection overruled. She said, yes. He celebrated Thanksgiving. She said, yes. Because she told him he don't celebrate holidays. You see what he getting at this? Now, the bitch lied about that. Now, how can you take her serious? 4th of July? Yes. New Year's? Not that I recall. You know, she said that because on New Year's, he was with that other girl, you know, and that was in the media. So she's like, not that I recall. That was a dig at him because he was with that other woman on New Year's. But you knew he had other women. You part of that. You was a sister girlfriend. Okay, Christmas, yes. And then he said, Christmas, huge tree every year, right? Yes. Okay, in fact, 40 feet. Not every year. Not every year. You seen it, right? Yes. And he gave out substantial gifts, correct? And some of the girlfriends went home for Christmas, am I correct? I never recall that. That picture that I showed you earlier today, didn't that person go home for one Christmas? I don't recall that. Now, Mr. Kelly would videotape Christmas holidays and celebrations, am I correct? Yes. In fact, he would videotape almost everything, am I correct? He would, yes. Trips to the beach, yes. Playing around the house, yes. He would just use his iPad on camera, videotape most things, am I correct? Can you rephrase that? No, bitch, you know what he was saying. You said y'all was testifying to the government about this iPad that he only videotaped sexual encounters. And that wasn't the truth. He was videotaping everything. Not just y'all doing it with him licking your exorcist butt that you can turn around to the front and have him lick and then turn around to the back. You damn transformer. Fucking transforming ass. You can just turn body parts around for his ass to pleasure and then turn it back. Like you a goddamn transformer. Anyway, then she went on to say, he said, at the time that you guys would hang out, Will he videotape? Am I correct? She said, yeah, correct, yes. How often would you hang out? I will be with the defendant every day. Not my question I asked. I said, hang out. Are you going out or are you around the house? Around the house. And he will videotape you around the house. Am I correct? Correct. And he videotaped everyone around the house. Am I correct? Correct. Now, you testified and told us yesterday that when you go to the gym to watch Mr. Kelly play basketball, you would not watch any other man. Do you remember telling us that? She said, yes. How could you watch him without watching other men? I do not know, sir. That's like me sitting up here telling y'all, I see Gwendolyn, but I don't see Pink Ice. Gwendolyn just want me to focus on her. But my peripherals won't let me see other names. Like, that's just the stupidest shit that we got this man locked up on. You did this, America. You believe them bitches. Let's move along. Oh, yeah. Oh, America, y'all did this. All you big bloggers and all you damaged, fucked up bloggers who resonate because you been raped and these bitches ain't you. They ain't you. These are victims for profit. You may be a victim, but these are victims for profit. That's not the same as you. And y'all could not tell the difference. And all you big bloggers and all of you other ones, you did this shit. Y'all stupid, unvetting asses. Y'all did it. Clip that part and send it to him. I don't give a shit. Okay? You want to go up against the dragon? You can. That's up to you. Be on my good side, be on my auntie side, but you don't want to be on the dragon side. Trust and believe. All right. So, he said, but you said you did, right? She said, I did, yes. But you do, he said, but you don't know how you did it. I actually stopped going to basketball. You stopped. But you hostage. If he told your ass you were going to go, you were going because you were hostage and you were being beaten. But then you said you stopped going. But then you said you stopped going. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding this, America. No, that's not my question. My question is, do you know how you did it? You said you did. And I'm just asking, how did you do it? And she said, I would usually look by his shoes. And then when I would find his shoes, I would look at him. She said, I would just look at his shoes. And then when I look at find the shoes, I look at him. You know what? You can't make this shit up. Y'all cannot make this shit up. Y'all, she said she looked at his shoes. Now, ain't there some other goddamn shoes running up and down the damn? You know what? You could identify people with some shoes. Let me tell y'all what happened. This just she probably could. Let me tell y'all what happened to me. So one day, me and my girlfriend of mine, we were going out to eat, right? So I went to the bathroom and used the bath. I went to use the restroom to freshen up. So I had to use the bathroom and everything because I know we gonna sit down for a while, especially when we having drinks and stuff. And I know we gonna be there for a while, right? Because after we eat appetizers, we gonna have some drinks, right? So I go to the bathroom to make sure, because I like to do it early on. Get there, wash up, you know what I'm saying, and everything. You know, I keep a bag of Lysol wipes and wipe the seat and all that. I still don't sit on the seat, even if I wipe with the Lysol. I just in case my pants rub up against something, I'm good to go. But I still squat. I don't give a shit. And y'all, it was a woman in the next stall using the bathroom. When I say her stomach was bubbling, and I was like, oh my God. And I think I said that shit out loud because it kept going on and on as I was using the bathroom, and my pee was loud. And her stomach, I heard her bubble guts, and I mean just coming out like a fucking erupted volcano. And I was like, what the fuck? And I looked down, and you know, in the stall, you only can see the shoes, right? So I looked down, and I seen the shoes. I mean, like, oh, my God. I was hurrying them to get the hell out of there before it smelled, right? I was like, oh, my God, like, this shit, oh, my God, let me get the hell out of here. Like, oh, I mean, it was like, and I wanted to say, well, I did. Okay, y'all know I didn't want to say. Y'all know I said it. I told her, bitch, it's time for you to flush. You gonna bag up and that shit gonna run over and spill over into this damn stall. So the woman, you know, I guess she was like, you know, embarrassed because I said something. But it's the truth. You know you shitting like that and all that shit coming out of the toilet. You better start flushing. Because if that shit run over in my stomach, beat your ass. I don't want that shit on my shoes. But anyway, so I got out. I ran out of there before I could even smell anything or whatever. I ran the hell out of there, right? Washed up my hands and everything, ran up out of there. I said, girl, I went back and sat down. I said, girl, this woman stomach messed up. You think we should go get her some Pepto? Because, you know, I would have went and got her some Pepto. Like, your stomach had to have hurt for that to come out your ass like that. Like, you had to have a stomach ache. Like, that was one of them stomach ache type shits. And so my girlfriend started laughing, and I was serious. Like, you know, I was like, I'm finna go get her some damn Pepto because she need it. Like, she's stuck on the toilet. Can you imagine if you out public stuck on the fucking toilet? And then she said, well, what the woman look like? I said, I don't know. She said, you don't know? I said, no, but I know what her feet look like, though, because I seen it at the end of the stall. So she could have identified him by his shoes. I mean, I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck. Even though she actually dating this man, she didn't know what he looked like, only but by his shoes. I'm just keeping it a buck. I don't know. I mean, that's just me. But I would have helped that woman, though. I felt so bad. I still feel bad. You know, this was some years ago, but, you know, dude, that was horrible. That was horrible. And then it's a public bathroom, so she must have had to hurry up and sit down. So if it was nasty or anything, she just had to take the chance. Oh, see, and then I would have had to go home and take a shower. I would have had to wash my clothes, wash my car seat, take a shower. I would have felt so nasty that my butt sat on that. See, this is why we can't be having these conversations, y'all. Get me back on track with this. Now, okay, forget it. Okay, she said she identified him by the shoes, okay? By the shoes. So, and he said, what kind of shoes was he wearing? We would pack his basketball bag. So, he would usually, beg your pardon. Then she went on because she was stumbling. So, when I read like that, that means she mumbling. She was like, we would pack his basketball bag, so we would usually know what he was wearing. What kind of shoes was he wearing? Workout shoes. Nikes? Yeah. Air Force Ones? No. Because remember, she said he beat her with an Air Force One. This damn attorney is crazy. I would have said the same shit. That was some shit I would have did. I'd have been like, it was an Air Force One. He said, wait a minute, because y'all remember in President, she said that he beat her with a size 12 shoe and it was an Air Force One. So he said, was it Nikes? She said, yeah. He said, Air Force Ones. She said, no. Like, she was like, bitch. Not an Air Force Ones? Okay. And his shoes were different from every one other person on the court? So you know Air Force, correct. Now you know Air Force Ones are popular. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because in President, she said she was beat with an Air Force One by R. Kelly. So he gonna break out and say, was it an Air Force One? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, he was an Air Force One. Like, was it an Air Force One? my God. Y'all did this shit. Y'all believe them goddamn liars. This is her testimony. This is her testimony. Yes, think about it. Penitentiary. Behind this dumb shit. Behind this dumb shit. And I know, and let me tell y'all something. There is nothing wrong with advocating for women who have been sexually assaulted. There's nothing wrong advocating and want to protect young women who you think that an older man may have taken advantage of. But these women are not it. They're not it. You either read transcripts where her mama said get videos and pictures of R. Kelly, the parents tried to work with him. This is not that. This is what we've been trying to tell y'all. This was not that. This wasn't that. And y'all don't think these parents should be in jail. Starting with the mother when she said, pretended to be her, lied about her age, and told her to get as many pictures with R. Kelly in a compromising position so she can exploit him to the media. And that's exactly what they did. That link at the top is the link. Help us get to 1,000 by tomorrow. It's thousands of you. Thousands. We over 700 in that petition. You guys can do that overnight and some. Push this. If it's 6 of y'all in the house, make sure everyone over the age of 18, make sure they sign the petition. It's not fair that they can lie on this man and get him incarcerated and they don't go to jail, and she testified to things like this under oath. One of the things is why I put this petition up. It's not just because I'm such a heavy advocate. It's because from the beginning I said these parents need to be arrested. Before I even knew R. Kelly was going to even be brought up on charges, before I even knew that it was going to be an arrest, before I even knew of a conviction, I said these parents should be arrested. At some point when I was talking earlier today and I was telling you about relationships and guys that I chose, yes, I joke on Spittinfire. Yes, I put comedy into my commentary. But for the most part, when I talk to you about taking accountability, I am so serious. And I'm sincere. And when you're talking about when someone's freedom is at stake and you're talking about they did all this and I'm accountable, I take responsibility for what I did. No, you don't. Not when you decided, when your daughter is under oath telling them that you took her to him. You pretended to be her. You lied to him about her age. You wanted her to get pictures with him in a compromising position. If you knew your child was underage, I wouldn't put her in that position to get anybody in any compromised position, because I'm not putting her in harm's way like that. I'm not pimping out my daughter like that. I'm not going to know about that situation to where you're intimate with him like that to tell you to do that, because I'm your mother. Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? Because I don't want you to think that I want you to sign this petition because I'm a fan or something. I'm sincere about correcting, our judicial system and our incarcerating the wrong people. We need to start incarcerating the right people. And although she is a mother, and we often ask how mothers can kill their kids. If they can kill their kids, they can pimp their kids. It happens. It's the things that happen in this world, the degradation that happen in this world every day. And people like me stop reporting it because it was too emotional felt. You know what I mean? Like, you got little babies getting killed by their mothers. Look at Malia Davis, Nevaeh. And so many other mothers have killed their kids. So you don't think that this mother pimped her daughter? She testified under oath. This transcript that I'm reading to you guys is nothing of Spittinfire. It doesn't belong to Spittinfire. It was obtained from the courts into which the trial ended last week. And she testified to this. So if you people, and I'm talking to those who believe these women are victims, you people hear me reading these transcripts. These are the words that they said under oath. Nobody made them say it, and they solemnly swore to tell the truth. Now, it would not be fair for him to go to jail and she testifying that her mother and her family were doing inappropriate things. A dildo business? Really, Mom? Really? A dildo business? This is a sexual crime, a dildo business. This just the type of business that she wanted to venture in. Like when Candy Burris got her sex toy line, it was so much more tasteful than that. It was so much more tasteful than that. But she just, you know what I mean? The father had a porn company. It wasn't nothing they wasn't willing to do with this girl. If she would have got a record deal, R. Kelly could have kept screwing her all he wanted. Trust and believe. You guys need to get mad because some of you believed her from the time this all opened. All because of his last trial. All because of rumors that was going on for over 30 years. You believed it. And that may be your right. But you can't deny what you just heard me read. You can't deny that. So if you really care about young girls, because sometimes, and I told you before all this exploded, that a lot of the times, sex trafficking starts at home. At home. Whether it be neglect from the parent, whether the parents don't care who they screwing, whether the parents putting them up to doing it, whether the parents teaching them how to do it, whether the parents molesting them and sexually and engaging them themselves, it's still at home. Okay? It's still at home. We at the bottom of 1158. All right? You guys, you have to make sure that you guys sign that petition. She needs to go to jail. She needs to go to jail. We're not going to just go after celebrity men. We're going after everyone that's involved. If he goes, they go. You don't just get to be out here making money off of this. And I've never known a lot of women get movie deals and book deals. Now you're a victim for profit because let me tell you something about Jessica Reed. She's not getting a book deal. She's not getting a movie deal. There's a whole lot of young girls in the neighborhood not getting that. And because these women were with a celebrity, they get to do this. This is the new victimhood. That's not victim, that's prostitution. So, that being said, all comedy aside, you guys have to be well. You have to do right. You guys want to sit up there and you just want him. You don't want the parents to go to jail. You don't want no one else to go to jail. You just want him. The government changed the language in the middle of a trial of the charges, and the judge allowed it. Now, a lot of times they think black people are stupid. We incompetent. We don't understand a lot, especially when it comes to the law, and they prey on that. All we know is that if a white man did something in a uniform with a black man or a black woman in the public eye, we outrage. But when it gets to the prosecution's office, we don't know how to fight that. We only know how to fight when we're dead, and that's a problem. We got to fight the whole judicial system, from the police, from the prosecutors, to the chambers. We have to start reading. We can't just be on YouTube with you big bloggers and you want to tell your story about being a sexual assault victim. That's okay to share your experiences with the world, but that's not true when your emotions taking over what is true. This is why I'm reading the transcript. See, I can't tell you that I'm a victim of sexual assault because I'm not. I've had some inappropriate things happen to me, but I wouldn't say I'm a victim. I couldn't tell you that. But what I can tell you, I can tell you that we need to make sure we differentiate between victims and victims for profit. If we, the people, made a mistake and we are alive to know that we made a mistake, and you know that you made a mistake and believe in these victims for profit, it's okay. It's okay. Because you're doing what you think is best with young people. But what do we do when young people are manipulative and master manipulators? What do you do? Because I asked this question many times. Think about it. And I'm going to ask you again. I'm going to ask you this question 1,000,000 times. I'm going to ask you 1,000,001. These very young girls commit a crime in the government's eyes. They can try them as an adult, but they tell you when it comes to R. Kelly, they were underage. We have a little boy who's a celebrity's son, is now a girl, and he's applauded for changing his gender. But she can't date an older man at 17, 3 months before 18. We think that's problematic. I think we need to do some soul searches and some self-evaluation. I really do. Because the one thing I know is that people say, well, the world is changing. What was once good is now bad, and what was once bad is now good. Wow. If we let that happen, we might as well just end all of humanity. Think about it. It's okay to be fooled, but what do you do when you know better? So, because you now know better, and because you heard me read the transcript, and I only read the defense cross-examination, because let it be known with the public, the media only gave you one side of the story, mainstream media. They did a good job, well organized and preparing this man's incarceration. And now that we knowing the truth, and we are the people, and they fooled us, and they fooled the jury, because if they can fool you, the jury can be fooled too. The jury can be paid off too. And not only that, they have to go back into their neighborhoods. This man should not have been brought to trial. Not because he didn't do anything bad, but because he couldn't get a fair trial. Weinstein shouldn't have been. Bill Cosby, you can't get a fair trial with Me Too Time's Up. They have infiltrated the court system, judges, and alike. And if it is a man judge, his wife is in the Me Too situations. It's a conflict of interest all around. Until we get back to our democracy the way we know it, until we get back where propaganda cannot convict you, we're going to be in trouble. Because if they can go after your celebrity man, you average everyday guys don't have a chance in hell. You're just going to be another statistic of the Innocence Project. And that's going to be a problem, because people that's in the Innocence Project that I support often, they wait years to get a hearing with them. They wait years for a reply from them. Who wants to be incarcerated for years on something they didn't do? So help me correct our judicial system one by one by putting her ass away too. If you say he did this and he guilty, and the parents knew about it, especially the mother, telling you to get compromising positions, pretending to be her, telling her to go to R. Kelly, taking her 8 hours across state lines, you definitely have to sign that petition. She has to pay too. Don't matter if you like her. Don't matter if you heartfelt from a woman. She has to pay too. So make sure, because we have 700, I am so hoping that you guys push that initiative over 1,000 by tomorrow and beyond. There's no limit to the amount we can get. So we can contact the prosecutor's office get an attorney if we have to say we want this person brought to trial. She testified to this. He got convicted over it. She should be next. If you really think and you really want to help with trafficking and stop it, it does start at home sometimes. And you got to arrest these parents. They not exempt. It's no different than the mother who ran her children into the lake 20 plus years ago. You guys remember her. The 3 beautiful boys. Because she was in love with a man and he didn't want any kids. And then she was on the news and she said a black man did it. It's no different. No different at all. Because she sounded like she was a concerned mother when it all came out in court. See, back in the day, in those days, we held people responsible and accountable. The government, when it comes to celebrities, they want them and they happy when they get a celebrity. It's a big win. Well, Robert just another damn guy to us right about now. We want her ass too. We got the transcript. And these black people right here, we read it. So when they say black people don't read, for those of you who don't know how to read, I read it to you. And now you have a complete understanding and comprehension. So you don't have to sit up there and make fun of people who don't read. Read it to them. There's enough of us that do know how to read, and there's enough of us that knows and comprehend very well. So that being said, make sure you sign that petition. Oh, no, you go, and then K. Michelle said it too. If she talk, mothers and fathers are going to go to jail too. So she ain't got to talk. Just her saying that statement alone and just what she testified, we know and we heard, now you're going to go too. We got to make an example that if we're going to fight this, we got to do it fair and square, not just for your celebrity. Okay? So, that being said, make sure you hit the like buttons coming on in. We're not going to sit up there and allow this woman to get away with it. She testified under oath. There's no reason for them to go to the grand jury on her. She was already in the courtroom under oath. She raised her right hand and solemnly swore and told the truth. And that was the truth that she said. And it's in black and white. So now, go click that link at the top. Sign that petition. Let's get her ass right where R. Kelly at. Epstein, he's dead. Ghislaine go to jail. If there's any parents that knew and took that money and allowed their daughter to keep going, because I never understood how the hell your child on the island and had to catch a plane on the island and be gone days and you not know. Was she over her girlfriend's house? You don't call the check? You don't call? She coming home with money. You don't ask questions? Because she was giving you some money. We coming after y'all too. And Carolyn Dunham, we want your ass arrested for Emmett Till. We coming that sign that petition as well. We coming after you too. See, the Me Too movement can come after the men. We gonna come after you women and you parents. Spittinfire was so sincere 2.5 years ago when I said y'all should be arrested. And I won't stop until you arrested. I mean that. And now that he got arrested, I'm going to be on your head until you are brought up on charges. And it's not nothing about him. It's about you taking accountability. It's about correcting our legal system. Those who shouldn't be in jail get out, and those who should be go in. That's cultural obligation. And regardless of how we feel about Azriel telling the truth or not telling the truth, she's still part of our cultural obligation. And in the meantime, in between time, enjoy your freedom while it lasts. Because these people right here hear me reading this transcript that she said under oath. So it ain't just R. Kelly. He shouldn't be in there by himself, and we're not going to allow him to. In the meantime, in between time, y'all take care. This is R.A. Jackson. This is Spittin' Fire. Fire out. Fire out. Put my